shooting to happen. So, without further ado, put your hands together for Rhymefest.
I want to thank Brother Stringer. I want to thank Ms. Robeson and her family for supporting us and being a community. Thank you for not laying down in the bed and sitting down in your sorrow and being apathetic. Thank you for getting up and fighting with the spirit of your son. We know why your son was a hero, is a hero, when we look at you. When we see you out here, in the name of your son, but really in the name of all of us. Your son empowered you, empowered all of us. And in that tradition, in the Ghanaian language, the Kan language in Ghana, they have a saying that goes, I go. And when I say I go, that means attention. That means everything to the center. The response is I may. I may means I see you. We are together in the center. So when you hear me say I go, the appropriate response is
Amen.
Amen.
I go.
Amen.
I go.
Amen.
I go.
Amen.
Love.
Amen.
Amen.
We can say love.
Okay, we say love. Okay. I'm
Because
just
I may just say, all right, I see you.
okay.
And I think we have to also, Brother Stringer, we got to communicate that everything we doing right now is in love. None of this is in, see, I think a lot of times, a lot of people who are the enemies of justice are really afraid that justice is going to be exacted upon them. They're afraid of our revenge. That's been a fear for 400 years, is what happens when we set the people that we did wrong free? Is it going to come back on us? And what we saying is, no, we're not here for revenge. We're here to teach love. So when I say love, please repeat love. 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 We are here in the spirit of what?
Love.
Now in love, let's tell truth. Let's talk about what fear is versus courageousness. When a man can bring down an assailant who shot 4 people in the club. We're talking about Jamel. Somebody shot 4 people in the club. Jamel brought him down without a single shot. Jamel held him there without a single shot. Jamel ran into danger, assessed the situation, used patience, used wisdom, used knowledge, used understanding. He was fluid. He was a hero. He was courageous when he ran in and held down an assailant who actually assaulted people with a weapon with not one shot fired from Jamel. Wow. You talking about Wakanda and X-Men and superheroes? We got them right here. We just saw one. Now, then we got another person who society says, these are our fearless leaders, they got a badge. These are our fearless, courageous leaders. They run into trouble and they save people and they serve and they protect. But really, they protect property.
That's right.
Let's talk about the origins of police in America.
Yes, sir.
The origins of police in America were to round up what?
Slaves.
Were to round up what?
Slaves.
Oh, so we all know that. What make you think anything has changed in Midlothian where it's not one black police officer?
Come on now.
Come on.
What do you think they're doing when they're pulling you over? They rounded up slaves in their mind. They're afraid of the repercussions of what happens when we're free in their mind.
That's right.
Is that courageous? Is that courageousness? That's operating from a standpoint of fear. So now you give somebody who's scared a gun and a badge and an authority, and watch what happens. It's called chaos. We're not asking to defund the police. We are the taxpayers. We want a refund. We're not asking for a defund. We want a refund. And what I mean by refund is this. Because you are our employee, and we talk about the police like they're bigger than us. Like they don't come from us, like we don't pay their salary, like we have nothing to do. We got everything to do with why this is how it is. And all we doing right now, we're not against the police, we're fixing our own problem, I believe. And in fixing our own problem, if a quarter, a half, let's not go with a quarter, let's go with half of the budget that goes to policing, goes back to community centers, goes to mental health, goes to things that keep young people involved, trained, educated, and tech. If we can get half of that police budget into the community, you wouldn't even have the shooter run up in the club. You would have changed that before it happened.
Amen.
We can fix our own problem. And there are many places in this world where people are fixing their problems, so it's not a new idea. But to the pain of Mother Robeson, Jamel is not pleading with you to do something. He knows you're doing all you can. He knows who his mother is. And he was my brother, but now he's our ancestor. And when we go out here and we walk, we're standing in this sun, we're standing with the courageousness of Jamel Robeson. Jamel is in all of us. When we hug you, when we look at you, when we tell you how much we love you, we are Jamel speaking to you. We love you, Mama. We know you're doing everything you can, Mama. Mama, you don't got to worry about us. You ain't got to worry about him. All you got to do is be who you are. Because you are the greatness that produced Jamel. We got the greatness amongst us right now in you. I see you. I see you. I love you, Mama. I love you. We love you. Jamel's spirit has spread throughout this city. It don't matter. Let me tell you, only 13 people started the United States of America. We got more than 13 people here, so I love you, brother. But it don't matter how many or how few, because it's always been the few that created the biggest change. We bring the heart. A lot of people bring the numbers, and then when the day is done, so is the mission. We've been on this for 2 years, and we ain't stopping. And I got a message for the chief of police. What's his name? Delaney? And I'll wrap it up. Historically, Chief Delaney, where there is no justice, there is no change. Midlothian is going down. This is a warning to you. This is not from us. There's a spirit in this. Midlothian will not progress until there is justice. Courage is not hiding behind the system after you shot Jamel in his back. You shot him in his back. You wasn't even done saying drop the gun before you fired. That is not courage, that is cowardness. That's cowardly. Police always want to be the first ones talking about who's a coward. We got a coward in the midst of your ranks. It was cowardly, and for you to hide him is cowardly. For you to protect him, for you to pay him, for you to not charge him is cowardly. Don't be no coward. It's time to love each other. We're going to stop hurting each other. That means us amongst each other, our family members. We're not just here loving and protest. You're going to go home, you're going to love your auntie too. You're going to love your uncle too. You're going to forgive your cousin too. We're going to stop with this pettiness. And as for the police, you either going to come out here and you're going to love us, or we're going to get a refund for our money. You got a coward in your ranks. And I'll tell you something, Chief Delaney, if you don't release all documents of the investigation, it's been 2 years, long enough. If you don't release all documents of the investigation, if you don't fire this man, if we don't bring charges against him, you are a coward too. Because you are the system protecting a coward. So in love, I go. Amen. I go. Amen. Love. 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 We are all Jamel Robeson, and we ain't going nowhere. Thank you.